guys. So I said I probably wouldn't do it. My plans were for QKids and GoGoKid to be my only two companies to work with, mainly just because who has the time for more. I have read and seen videos with teachers who work for like 4 or 5, 6 of these ESL companies, and it's always seemed crazy to do. But I have jumped onto yet another bandwagon and joined the PALFIS teaching community as an official kids course teacher. And so I just wanted to hop on and sort of first explain to why people join more than one ESL company, and then why you might join even more than that. So for me, I think for most people, the whole reason that you initially start this process is for income, right, as a job. And so for me, this was an additional add-on, a part-time job in addition to my full-time job for extra income. And I knew that coming in, the hours for many of these jobs, because we are teaching children in China and because we have a 12-hour difference, the hours are flip-flopped. So typically the hours that are prime time or high or peak hours for the Eastern Standard Time Zone are about 6 to 9 a.m. Monday through, like necessarily 7 days a week. And then on the weekend, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Okay. Now, some companies, specifically QKids, has the 6:40 to about 9:30, 7 days a week. And then on Friday and Saturday nights, they add 8:40 p.m. to 11:50 p.m. Those are the only options available. Because of my schedule with bringing the boys to school and getting ready for my full-time job at home, I am not able to do any weekday morning hours with QKids. So that leaves me with Friday nights, Saturday nights, Saturday mornings, and Sunday mornings. I have a total of 12 hours, 12 classes that I am available to teach with QKids based on what they have open. And there's nothing outside of those hours, at least during this time of the year while the kids are in school. So with my 12 classes, that gives me 6 full hours a week. I really wanted more than that. And specifically, I wanted mornings during the week because for me, it's easy to get up in the mornings. During the week, it seems like the best time. Everyone is still sleeping, and so why not? So I joined GoGoKid. GoGoKid is a very different company than QKids. GoGoKid, and I did do a video about the differences between QKids and GoGoKid, not in a bad way. They both are just different. GoGoKid is one-on-one. GoGoKid you're open pretty much. You can choose your hours any time of the day that you want. If you want to teach through the night, Fridays and Saturdays while the kids are home, Friday and Saturday nights while they're Saturday, Sunday, you can. You can stay up all night if you want, if you get booked. Now, I've been with GoGoKid for about maybe 3 weeks, I guess it's been, and I've had one class. I had one trial class. Now, I'm only available with GoGo. So I open up my morning hours. My morning hours are 4 a.m. to the 5:30 class, which, according to many teachers across the board, just don't get booked. The kids are still in school, and I guess the clientele for GoGoKid doesn't have students who are booking the 4:30, 5 o'clock slots. So I haven't had any other bookings except for my one trial. For some reason, my weekends are not really seeing much either. Maybe I need to open up more. I'm not sure if, priority over who is seen goes to those who have their peak times open. I'm not really sure how that goes. But because I'm not seeing much from GoGoKid, I did a little research, spoke to some teachers with PALFIS, and decided to step on the PALFIS bandwagon. PALFIS is similar to GoGoKid in that you can pick pretty much any hours you want. So if you want, same thing, you can teach through the middle of the night any day. So what I have done is opened up still my 4 to 6 time slots, my 4 o'clock, 4:35, and 5:30. And then I've also opened up one nighttime slot each night. So 10 p.m. is their 10 a.m. So if you have kids who are not yet in school or schooling from home, or some schools there will even use these programs, you can see that. So I only did one nighttime slot during the week just because then it makes for a really long day. But over the weekends, I've decided to give it a go at, so I do Friday nights with GoGoKid until 11:50, and then I'm gonna try to hop on if I get booked, of course. And I do have some bookings for this Saturday, middle of the night, but starting at like 2, 3 a.m. to go through to about 5, just for a few hours, and then at 6:40 I start with GoGoKid. So it's going to be probably a lot. I really just kind of want to initially rack on as much as I can through the weekends, because the thing is too with these companies is that once you get kids who are familiar with you and want to book with you, then you have regulars, and then you don't really have to, they say you don't have to work those middle of the night hours to try to gain those students. One of the really great things with PALFISH that I didn't see with GoGoKid is that your trials are chosen by parents with GoGoKid. With PALFISH, the trials are given to you by the company. So for new teachers, they're giving you those trials. They're giving you those people's first tries at the company. And so you're given that opportunity to earn them as, regulars. Whereas with GoGoKid, you have to be chosen from the start. And that for me has proven to be difficult. So yeah, so that's why I jumped on with PALFISH. I am going to try to stick with GoGoKid too. I'm keeping my schedule open in hopes that, I do end up with students booked, and I'll just kind of keep checking. I do have a couple different calendars to make sure that I'm keeping track of everything too, because, some teachers have said that it's hard to keep track, when you have multiple companies, and I totally see that because you've got your schedules in different places. And so I'm trying to sort of have one place where I can see everything. And then I have to make sure that if I get booked with one company for a booking that a time slot that I have open, I have to then close that with another company to make sure that I don't get double booked, because canceling with these companies does hurt you, especially depending on within how much time you cancel. So it's important that you're really keeping track of all of that. But yeah, so PALFISH has a lot of really neat features that none of the other companies I've seen have. There are some things about it that might be a little strange, but it is very much like a social media platform in that you can communicate with your students and their families in and outside of the classroom. You can send your students messages to remind them to work on something. You can, they can post different books that they've read and their recordings of books, and you can give them tips. You can just say, great job, things like that. And so it's a totally different feel than some of these other companies. There's also chat groups within PALFISH of teachers. So we've been communicating with each other, just to get those tips and things like that, ask each other questions. But yeah, so this is company 3. I cannot imagine that I will be adding more than this. So with GoGoKids, because I give my set 12 class schedule, I'm pretty much fully booked with those 12 classes. And with PALFISH so far, so I started, I guess, yesterday or 2 days ago. And as of right now, just trying to pull up my schedule, like what I have. So I have 3 classes tomorrow morning. I have a 4:30 a.m., 5 and 5:30. I have 2 so far on Saturday, but it looks like a lot of it gets booked as you go, especially with trials, because I don't have regulars yet, but those trial kids will book, the day before, or the day of even. I had one this morning where I received a pop-up in my app at 3:20 a.m. if I wanted to do the 4 o'clock class. And so I just kind of snagged that because right now I want to do as much as I can. But yeah, so it's really fun. I know that some people are thinking that I'm insane and I'm crazy with all these things, but it's fun. And so it's not like I feel like, oh my God, I'm doing this extra job to make money, but it's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. So why not? I do have a little short video that I put on my profile to try to draw my students in. As you guys saw from my GoGoKid video, the whole point is engagement, trying to just get them excited to see you, trying to lure them into your classroom. Because if you don't have trial students, you want then the students to pick you. So you still want to make sure that you are, doing that whole engaging and um, pushing people to come and see you. So I'm going to go ahead and share that little video with you, and I will leave it at that. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about any of the three companies, please let me know. I will do the best that I can to answer them for you or guide you in the right direction. See you later.
Hello, my name is Teacher Jess, and I am a Palfish Official Kids course teacher. I'm so excited to be here and so excited to meet you. I have been a teacher for almost 8 years and have certifications in elementary and special education as well as English as a second language. Some of my favorite things are ice cream and Mickey Mouse. I hope that you will join us in the classroom so that we can get to know some of your favorite things too. I can't wait to meet you. See you soon. Bye-bye.